In this orthokeratology case, we have a patient where the lens is riding a little bit high part of the time, or is getting kind of a double treatment zone. So I'm going to bring up the patient's lens for the left eye. Here's the lens for the patient's left eye. What I would try to do in this case is tighten the periphery in the superior meridian and then loosen it in the inferior meridian. In other words, we're going to increase sagittal depth at the top and then reduce sagittal depth at the bottom in an effort to get this lens to push itself down a little bit. We do have to go to a freeform design in order to do that. In a GSIM design, we can only do changes that will be reflected all the way across the meridian. So we do have to go into the tools and configuration settings and kind of design a new lens. So we can use all the same dimensions and powers as previously, but we're going to set it to freeform axial. I'm going to let Wave run this while the video is paused. So before actually running the calculations, I'll just show you what I've done. This is a standard Ortho-K preset setting, and what I've done is duplicated the dimensions for OZ, IC, over diameter, etc. in here. The only difference is we're in freeform mode. I am going to check the prism box. A little bit of prism might help to drag that lens down a little bit as well. And then I'll go ahead and let Wave continue the calculations. Quick note here, I'm on a Mac, so the resolution of my screen is a little bit funny. Freeform is actually this last one here. This thing that looks like an F of X is actually a cutoff R, so freeform is going to be the last box on the right side. Now we have our new lens in freeform mode, and we can make adjustments to the superior meridian independent of the inferior. One thing I do like to do with these lenses is to go to the front OZ view and bring the front OZ down as far as it'll go. And that helps to reduce the bulk of the lens a little bit. You might even be able to reduce the center thickness a little bit. Well, maybe not. So it's a little bit thick because of the prism we added in. And then now I'm just going to go up to here. And what we're going to do is increase. Actually, before we do that, we want to go into 25% mode. Actually, I'm going to make this 50 because the change drifts a little bit over towards the horizontal meridian too. So we're going to increase sagittal depth here. And then inferiorly, we're going to decrease it. So I'm going about 8 clicks in each meridian. I've brought the original lens up, the second design in GSIM, just for reference, and you can see that inferiorly we still have a little bit more sagittal depth than the original lens, so I'm going to keep going a little bit more here. We're about 7 or 8 microns less now, and then superiorly we want to have more sagittal depth, and we do have a little bit more, but let's increase that a little bit more. So we're about 10 microns there. Let's make it 10 microns at the bottom as well. All right, so now we have the lens freeform mode, taller up top, more shallow at bottom, hopefully to get this lens to settle downward a little bit. And that should heal up the gap in between the two treatment curves that you see there. So hopefully this helps your patient. Best of luck, and thanks for watching.